Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. I'm your host, Strip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, I got something super exciting for you guys. Hopefully, it will help you understand the complexity of the animal farm, but in a simple way. Remember, the animal farm is quite the extensive ecosystem with multiple things built on top, such as the scratchies, the dogs of fortune game, the dogs roulette game, all sorts of stuff. And I'm going to be using the analogy of the Las Vegas Strip and how this will help you understand how this whole ecosystem works together. And hopefully, if you're familiar with Las Vegas or at least heard about it, it'll make more sense. If not, I apologize. I'm going to probably lose you, but let's get into it. So I put together a nice little infographic. Animal Farm, Las Vegas analogy. So, starting right off the bat, Las Vegas is a city within Nevada. The two most known major cities are Reno and Las Vegas, and you pay about a 7% sales tax. Now, we can look at the BNB network as a state, right? So, you have other states within the United States, and those networks, essentially, such as Avalanche or Polygon, can represent other states. But since we're going to Nevada, being BNB, the number one spot on BNB to go to for a DEX would be PancakeSwap. So think of PancakeSwap as Las Vegas, the city within Nevada, versus going to other cities, aka DEXs, like ApeSwap or BuySwap. So basically, I'm saying BNB is Nevada and PancakeSwap is the city of Las Vegas. So far, so good. Hope I didn't lose you. All right, once you're in Las Vegas, the absolute number one destination that everybody goes to is the Las Vegas Strip. So more than 40 million tourists visited and $24 billion transacted in 2019. These are BC, before COVID. And the animal farm would represent basically the equivalent of PancakeSwap, as I mentioned, or our ability to get to the Strip essentially within Las Vegas. So earning yield on PancakeSwap makes us the best option once you're visiting Vegas. So if we're in the city of Vegas, aka PancakeSwap, the absolute best place to go to is the Las Vegas Strip. And the reason why I said the animal farm is because, as Forex said, you're going to be earning yield on PancakeSwap anyway for any of the assets that we have on Animal Farm. So it makes more sense to just go ahead and stake on the Animal Farm. So we're going to be attracting a lot of people that are interested in some of those, especially blue chip single staking assets. All right, next up, you have various resorts and hotels once you get to the Las Vegas Strip. So more than 100 hotels in this 4-mile, strip radius. And all right, so edit that real quick. So once you're there, once all the tourists come there, one of the premier places obviously to stay close to all the action is at the hotels and resorts, which obviously generates a lot of capital for the city, or specifically Las Vegas Strip. And I gave that equivalent to the pig pen. So dividends from pig pen is like owning a piece of the real estate and all the transactions going through Las Vegas. We'll get into the bigger portion of the pigs specifically, but just saying the pig pen is like owning a piece of the resorts and hotels once you stake your pigs there. Because remember, you don't have to stake the pigs, you can actually sell the pigs, and we'll get into that later on as we go through the analogy. Next up, so you have people that come and specifically want to just wine and dine and sample some amazing foods and eateries. So there are more than 4,000 various restaurants, cafes, diners, buffets, and eateries on the Las Vegas Strip alone. So I equated the farms and pools as the same as the restaurants, eateries. So everyone has a different taste and asset preference. There are 26 places to park capital, all generating various taxes and yield. So remember, there are people that might have single asset BTC, single asset ETH, or BNB, or Chainlink, or any of the farms, tokens with the stables and things of that nature. So depending on what your asset allocation is, you will be getting into different farms and pools, and so will other people looking at the animal farm as a place to stake their capital. But remember, every single one of them coming has different reasons, but they all generate taxes and yield that go towards payouts in the various areas within the animal farm. So since there are multiple different areas in here, I said that's very similar to the restaurants and eateries. Next up, in the Las Vegas Strip, you have theme parks and gaming. So there are hundreds of arcades and dozens of theme parks and gaming centers beyond the gambling scene. So not everybody coming to Vegas is coming specifically to gamble. They could be coming just to eat, or they could be coming with family and kids and look at the parks and gaming. So Dogs of Fortune is perfect for those unsure of the farms and pools and specific to gaming. Note the Drip Garden game as well. So we already saw that Forex is talking to the Unity devs on how to actually turn the Drip Garden game into more of a game, and Dogs of Fortune is specifically a game. This is catered towards gaming people specifically. Remember, it'll have its own UI and it's going to look just like a authentic kind of gaming platform. So these people will not have they won't realize they have exposure to the animal farm and all the other intricacies there. So they're coming to scratch this itch of gaming. Next up, just a quick message. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. Casinos. So one of the most alluring places of the Las Vegas Strip is clearly the casinos, and gambling makes a lot of money, not only in Vegas, but in other places that have gambling as well. So there are more than 50 different casinos throughout the Las Vegas Strip, and this is where Scratchy and Dogs Roulette specifically come in. So this is catered specifically to those interested in fast-paced, high-risk, high-reward gambling. So remember, much like the way casinos operate, so there are 50 different casinos, and people go to specific ones to play based on whatever their preference is or whatever the layout looks like or whatever. Remember, Scratchy has that white label service. So there are going to be people coming to scratch that gambling itch, pun intended, and they will not realize initially that on the back end, there is a much bigger casino or gambling location for a jackpot payout. So that would be the equivalent of someone coming to the Las Vegas Strip, going to one specific casino, and then hearing about another casino down the street that's having a huge payout and people are making all sorts of crazy money, or they have the largest jackpot. So that's why I labeled these in that kind of category. So Scratchy, as Forex also mentioned, has the biggest revenue generating stream, he said, are going to be the biggest thing in DeFi. So this is clearly the biggest moneymaker also in Las Vegas. So that's why that fits that category really well. Next up, you have bars and nightclubs. So there are more than 100 different bars and nightclubs throughout the Las Vegas Strip. And I equated this to the Drip Garden because it's great for those interested in high risk and high fast lane access to ownership, drink responsibly, lots of competition. So the reason I put this in this category is because the Drip Garden, if you think of it like a bar, kind of, yes, with the water theme, but because bars are a quick way to make money. They have like a low entry level, meaning you buy alcohol and you can kind of like leverage it, so to speak, the same way you do with the Drip Garden. So you're able to buy a $50 bottle of alcohol, and then that turns into $500 worth of profit because you're selling it by the ounce or the shot. And I said drink responsibly, lots of competition, because there are multiple bars and nightclubs. You can think of that as multiple people in the Drip Garden. So you're kind of competing against others. But if you focus on your own strategy, then long term, you're going to yield high dividends, and that can go directly towards increasing your ownership of the farm. So remember, in the Drip Garden, you get access to pigs, and that is, like I said, owning a part of the real estate. So if you were trying to own a piece of real estate in Vegas, obviously it's going to cost a lot of money to buy a resort or hotel, but maybe you open a bar that's cheaper and quicker to generate income, and then you're stacking those dividends, and then that allows you to buy access to the resort and hotels. So it's like they said, a leverage play. So I said it's high risk, fast lane ownership. Next, we get into the pigs. So specifically, this is about owning or accruing pigs, and whether or not you stake them is not necessary because you are making money off of them even if you sell them. Now, obviously, you sell them, then you don't get that continued income. But I stated that the pigs are like the county officials in Las Vegas County. I think it's Harris County. So millions per year go towards officials like mayors, commissioners, and clerks, etc. So all of their salaries are paid from the taxes that are generated within the city of Las Vegas. And again, most of that money coming from the Las Vegas Strip. So I say pigs are like your salary. Salary is paid from the state, being Nevada Pancake Swap, as well as, I'm sorry, not Nevada, PancakeSwap being the Las Vegas city, salaries paid from them, as well as all the visitors interacting on various parts of the platform. So remember, we're getting paid. If you actually stake your pigs into the pig pen, you're getting dividends from people coming to the eateries, like I said, the pools and farms, as well as the drip garden, as well as Scratchy, all these other locations. But in addition to that, when you put it in the pig pen, you're getting now the dividend rewards being paid out from the city of Las Vegas, which I said up here is PancakeSwap. So we're earning, it's like Las Vegas, the city, saying, hey, you guys are doing such a great job with the strip. Let us give you a little extra money because you're bringing such an amazing amount of revenue to our city. And last but not least is the dogs. So this one was a little difficult to understand, but dogs essentially act as a marketing vehicle, generating revenue in various pools and farms and games on the platform. So I said they are basically the transportation service of the Las Vegas Strip. So without the ability to get people to and from not only the airports, but the bus stations and up and down the Strip and different casinos, then there would be no room for tourism. So the bulk of revenue in Las Vegas comes from tourism, and getting people in and around is essential. So dogs are like your marketing vehicle, getting people in and around the animal farm. And every time you go into one of these locations and come out, you're earning, not only are you creating taxes, but you're earning dogs once you're in there, and you can sell those dogs. So those dogs, regardless of the taxes that are there, if you're earning them because you are parking capital, then that's free money. And those dogs can then, as a vehicle, act as a way to gain additional ownership within the platform by staking them to earn pigs. So I hope this analogy made sense to you guys. I hope it wasn't too far-fetched. Some of these can be exchanged for other areas. I just tried to find as close a representation as possible to going down the actual funnel of like the state of Nevada to the Las Vegas city and to the Strip and all that stuff. So, and doing the same thing with the various aspects of the animal farm, and trying to make them line up as easy as possible, like gaming and casino and stuff like that. So it's not a one-to-one, but I just want, the main thing I want you to take away from this, if you're still paying attention now, is that this is an ecosystem. So all these things work together. There is no one thing better than the other. It all depends on your flavor, risk tolerance, stuff like that. Same thing if you were to come to Las Vegas or Nevada and visit. You have different things you might be interested in once you are there. But if you're owning a portion of the Las Vegas Strip or the hotels and resorts, then you're generating no matter where people come. So that's kind of how this works out. And for those that have stuck around this long, you get your scavenger hunt word number 5. So for today's video, for those that stuck around, the secret word is Las Vegas. Las Vegas, like the city, like you see me talking about here. So thanks to those that stick around. That's scavenger hunt word number 5. All right. So hopefully, again, that made sense. Hope you found it some valuable. And if this did, please share this with others. Maybe it helped them draw these conclusions and make more sense, and maybe help onboard other people to the ecosystem and see how all this operates. I know this is complicated, but I do my best to try to break this stuff down for you guys. And if it did provide value, please, as always, like and subscribe. I think I'm at 2,500, so I'm inching my way up, trying to get up there with the other titans within the ecosystem, doing my best as the jerk coach you guys assigned me. So until next time, guys, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.